I'm Gloria.
And I'm Ellie. Welcome to the Anacostia Community Museum, the Smithsonian's only community museum.
It's located in Southeast Washington, D.C. and opened in 1967, over 40 years ago.
This museum demonstrates and explores contemporary community life by looking at objects of importance to the communities. Like this one right here from local artist Uziki Nelson.
This is a weathering steel sculpture that's in tribute to Thurgood Marshall.
Uziki made this as a tribute to Thurgood Marshall, who successfully argued in the Supreme Court to desegregate public schools.
And went on to become the first African-American Supreme Court Justice.
You're partially right about that, but I also did it to ancestral memory.
What do you mean by ancestral memory?
That's your memory that's in your DNA when you were born. It is a difficult task to understand yourself in the present without examining your past.
And that's what we do inside the museum, right?
That's definitely correct.
Let's go take a look inside. Oh, excellent. They have a carte de visite.
A carte de what?
A carte de visite. It was used sort of like a business card or a sports card might be used today, only they didn't have statistics on the back.
That's good, because that small card could not fit all of Douglass's accomplishments on the back of it.
Like how he taught himself how to read and write.
Or how he escaped from slavery and became one of the nation's leading abolitionists, orator, and advocate for women's rights.
Or how he started several abolitionist newspapers, risking his own freedom to secure freedom for all blacks.
His house is just down the block from this museum.
Do you think they have more photographs of Frederick Douglass?
Yeah, we can ask the archivist who's going to show us behind the scenes. What do we have here?
Well, those look like opera glasses, and those are music sheets. Maybe the first African-American opera house.
That's a pretty good guess.
Wait a minute, I recognize the person in that photo. That's Madame Ivanti.
Madame Ivanti was her stage name, but her full name was Annie Lillian Evans Tibbs.
Is that someone I should know?
I know about her because my family loves opera. She was the first African American to sing grand opera with an organized company in Europe.
She made her professional debut in 1925 in Nice, France. She was known for her captivating beauty, her stage presence, and her dynamic performances. Here's a program from one of her performances in Italy.
What about this one? It's in English.
Ivanti returned to the United States as an accomplished opera singer in the 1930s. Despite being a renowned singer, she still faced racism. In one case, the director of the Metropolitan Opera invited her to audition, but the racist board refused to hire her. Despite the obstacles she faced, Ivanti served as a goodwill ambassador, sung at the White House, composed several patriotic songs, and performed with the National Negro Opera Company.
Is this her piano?
Yes, this is the piano that she practiced on at home.
So, what's next in our behind-the-scenes tour?
We're going to visit upstairs in the archive storage room.
So what are you going to show us?
Something from Frederick Douglass, I hope.
Why do you want to see Frederick Douglass artifacts?
That's sort of a strange question. Let's see. Because he's famous and a hero, it's like wanting to see Lincoln's top hat, or the Declaration of Independence, or Hank Aaron's bat.
Yeah, there's that, but I also think I really want to understand the life story of Frederick Douglass better.
Here are a couple artifacts that make you understand Douglass's life better. Right here I have a Frederick Douglass calling card.
Wow.
Hey, look, a first edition of the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, an American slave.
No way.
Way.
I have here an image of Frederick Douglass on the USS Tennessee. In 1871, then President Ulysses S. Grant appointed Douglass to the commission investigating annexing Santo Domingo to the United States. This image shows Douglass and the other commissioners returning home from the island.
So along with everything else he did, he also served our country internationally?
Yes, and what these artifacts allow us to do is tell a more complete story of Douglass's life.
Okay, I'm ready for more.
Not with me, but you can learn more with the historian.
Welcome to the Belly Box, ladies. This is where we carefully store, preserve, and catalog the items in our collection.
It's so cold in here.
Well, it has to be. Objects like people like to be cool and dry.
Okay, so we've seen opera glasses from Lillian Evanti and a business card of Douglas's, but what story does this hold?
The wood plane is one of my favorite pieces in the collection. It tells us about community and craftsmanship. Carpenters used wood planes to smooth and shape wood.
Whose plane is this?
This plane was made by Caesar Chaleur. Caesar Chaleur had been a slave in Massachusetts, was freed in 1752, and he became the first documented African-American toolmaker.
How do you find out about a wood plane maker who lived more than 250 years ago?
Research takes us to court records, wills, church lists, cemetery records, and the census, but the tool itself gives us valuable information.
Like what?
Well, first of all, we can tell it's a wood plane. But this one is really special because, as you can see on the side, we have the name of the maker and the place where he lived. That gives us clues that we can follow up. Research also tells us that there are several hundred Chaleur planes still in existence, so we know that he was a very prolific tool maker and had a thriving business. But this one is particularly rare because it carries his full name and the full place name where he worked. It turns out then to be one of the earliest signed and documented artifacts in African American history.
I think I'm starting to understand how these everyday objects are fitting together to tell a complete story.
I think you're ready to go.
No, I think I'll stay here a little while longer.
No, you won't. Let's go.
Ah, go.
Yeah, this is a great room in the museum.
Yeah, check it out. They have a Gibson guitar from Chuck Brown, like the godfather of go-go music. I bet this is the only museum in the world with a Chuck Brown guitar.
Probably, since go-go music is huge in the DC area.
And Chuck actually played at the Anacostia Museum.
Yeah, events like this are happening all the time at the museum. And with the changing exhibit hall, there's something new happening all the time.
There have been many exhibits over the past years, including ones like the Harlem Renaissance, the Black West, African American scientists and inventors, and Black baseball in DC. And next time you come, some of what was behind the scenes will be out front on display. You need to check out the website to see which ones will be on display.
The Anacostia Museum is always changing. There are thousands of pieces in their collection and thousands of stories to go along with them.
I'll be coming back to the Anacostia Museum, and I hope you'll have a great visit as well.